Just because there's tasks in your life doesn't mean that you have to be the one doing it. Let's check out some ways to automate your life to give you more time to do the things you want to do. What's up, y'all? I'm so glad that you are back for another episode. So our last episode talked all about how to be more productive. And in that episode, we figured out the things that we have on our plate. We were able to list all of the tasks that need to be done in all areas of our life and really focus on the tasks that we need to be the one to do. But there's a lot of tasks in your life that you don't have to be the one to do it. I know, it seems really scary to release control on different things in your life, but there are so many different ways that you can automate your life or have other people support you in better ways than you're doing right now. And it's also going to take things off your plate, give you more time to do the things you want to do, help you feel more productive, and it's just really awesome also for the other people, and we'll figure out why. So let's dive in. So my top tip for automating your life, especially in this day and age, is figuring out what can be done curbside or what can be delivered. We spend so much of our time in the grocery store or going from one store to another store to another store to another store and going in all of them and getting kids in and out of their car seats. And while I do enjoy going to the store sometimes and having the full-on experience, there are other times when I just don't and I want to be able to drive in and pick it up. Or if you are just way too busy to even drive anywhere, getting it delivered. And so let's think about that. There are so many different stores that you can do a curbside order. And for instance, I could be ordering my groceries right now and then go pick them up after work and then they're done. Or even better, I could order my groceries right now and have them delivered within a couple of hours. And that, just having my groceries delivered would save me an hour drive time, because that's 30 minutes to the store and 30 minutes back. A ridiculous amount of time in the store, an hour to an hour and a half, because I have 3 kids and wandering the store and figuring it all out, making sure I got the list. Who forgets their list, right? There's so much time that can be saved just in having your groceries delivered. Or if you have to hit a bunch of different stores and you don't want to pay all the delivery fees, then order from one store. For instance, we have to go to H-E-B, then we have to go to Sam's, maybe you have to go to Target. Well, Target can do curbside and H-E-B can do curbside. So when you do curbside and you go and you pick up your H-E-B order, you pick up your Target order, and then you run into Sam's real quick, that's a lot of time saved in getting your kids in and out of the car seat or going in the store. And it might even save you money too, because I know that I am not the only one who walks into a store with a list and leaves the store with twice as much stuff, right? So it could not only save you time, but it could actually save you money to get very specific, curbside your order, or even have it delivered. That tip is so much time saved. And this doesn't even have to be groceries. There are so many different online home stores where you can have your cleaners delivered, you can have your body soaps delivered, you can have anything under the sun, your medicines delivered, your supplements delivered. Essentially everything can be delivered to your home. So unless you really enjoy going to the store, it's not necessarily something that you even have to do anymore. That's incredible and such a time saver. On top of that, figuring out what can be auto shipped. For instance, going in, making the order, remembering to make it in time before you run out of soap, before you run out of Cheez-Its, before you run out of all these things. There's a lot of different services where you can just have these automatically delivered. Every 3 weeks, I want shampoo delivered to my house. Every month, I want all my cleaners delivered to my house. Every 3 weeks, I want Amazon to deliver these groceries to my house. Whatever it is, there's a lot of things that can be auto shipped, and that is going to save time and having to go in and reorder, making sure that you aren't missing anything that you might need. And it's a really easy thing to just take off your plate when you don't have to remember it at all. The next way to automate your life is figuring out who you can pay to do things. For instance, if you spend a lot of time cleaning your house, someone can be paid to clean your house. If you spend a lot of time out running errands, doing dry cleaning, curbsiding your groceries, all of these different things, and you're trying to launch a business and you have another business and you have a book that you're writing and you just don't have time to go do that for yourself or the desire, there are people that you can hire to go and do all of those things. If you do not enjoy yard work, There are so many people you can hire to do that also. And if you're just a super busy working mom and you're a single parent, there is also people that you can hire to come in and support you and be a mother's helper. For instance, helping your kiddos with their homework, helping them with school, helping you with your chores while you're there with them, but they're also there to support you. Now that you've figured out what can be delivered, what can be auto-shipped, what can be automated as far as the things that you need, let's talk about the other things that you need to do. For instance, outside yard work, house cleaning, cooking, anything like that. There are so many people that you can pay to do those things. There is a person that you can pay to go run errands for you. If you want to do curbsides, if you need to go to the dry cleaners, if you need to run a bunch of errands, there are people that you can pay to do those things. There are housekeepers you can clean. There are house cleaners that you can pay to come in and clean. There are people that you can hire to be like a mother's helper where they come in and they help you with your household duties, help you watch the kiddos while you work on your business or write your book or whatever it is that you're doing. And there's people who can maintain your entire property for you that you can hire to do. So again, just because it's a task that needs done doesn't mean that it's something that you need to do. And maybe right now that doesn't fit into your budget. But if you absolutely hate cleaning, or you absolutely cannot stand yard work, then that's a goal that you can set for yourself to work towards. You know what? I want to pay someone to keep this yard looking good because I don't want to do it anymore. It's not fun. It's not fulfilling. It's just annoying and cumbersome and wastes too much time. There are people whose sole jobs are lawn care, and they would absolutely love your business. And that's incredible for you because you get your time and joy back, and for them because they get to grow their business. So when you think about the things that you need done and hiring someone else to do them, I feel like there could be this stigma on like, well, it's my house, I should be cleaning my house, right? They're my chores, I should be doing my chores when it comes to like mother's helpers and assistants like that. It's my lawn, I should be mowing my lawn. You don't have to be the one to do it, and you'd be helping someone else by hiring them to do it. But if that's absolutely not something you want to do, or you have children, or you have children, what can your kiddos start to do for themselves, for the family? For instance, we have started with chores pretty early on in what the child can help me do, but it was usually helping alongside me. But now we're kind of to a place where my kids are of an age where they can do it themselves. So for instance, we gave my 7-year-old dishes. We completely took it off my plate. We took it off my husband's plate. We gave it to her. She does the dishes. She gets to learn responsibility. She gets to help out the family. She gets to learn how dishes work, where dishes go, and all of that. And not only is it boosting her self-esteem because she gets to do something, she gets to help, she gets to do it well, she gets to earn an allowance, but it also takes so much time off of us from doing that daily. So it's a win-win-win situation. And think about what your kids could do. So for instance, my 4-year-old, his chore is to clean up all the clothes on the ground, because everybody likes to take their clothes off and throw them on the ground, and their shoes. Picking up all the clothes, picking up all the shoes. So when that is done daily and by him, he not only feels confident and like, yeah, I'm doing it, I'm knocking it out, but when it comes time for me to do laundry, I don't have to go around the house and pick up all the clothes that people threw everywhere. And when someone can't find their shoes, we don't have to wander the house and try to figure out where they are. He is doing that daily. And so he's building that responsibility, but that's also so much time we're getting saved as the parents because we had our kids start to build their own responsibility at an earlier age. And as they get older, those things will grow. And maybe you have 2 teenagers and you haven't started having them help or having them do chores. But when you start to look at the things that are on your task list, you can start to see like, what is it that your kids can actually be doing? Because chores are really good for kids. Eventually, my children are going to be living on their own without me. And at some point, I'm going to die. So they're going to need to know how to do dishes. They're going to need to know how to do laundry. They're going to need to know how to go to the grocery store. Whenever it comes time for them to have a car, that will probably be one of their chores. Go, do it. Here's your budget. Here's your money. Figure it out. Because all of these different opportunities are learning opportunities for your kiddos, for you to be able to guide and teach. And so not only is it saving you time and getting things done, but it's also boosting up your kids. So that is another way to automate your life. I hope that this episode got you thinking about some different ways that you can make some changes in your life to automate your life, to take things off of your plate, and also help other people at the same time. You do not have to be the only one that does everything, and it is helpful for other people to do it for you. For instance, you're paying them, stimulating the economy, helping out a small business, or boosting up your children and teaching them how to become independent adults. Regardless, it's helping someone else and you, and that's a win-win. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Tag me on IG at Calling Women Higher and let me know what it is that you're gonna start implementing into your life, because I love to know who's listening. See you next time.